A very good morning to all of you. In our last class, we have discussed about the rule of Shah Jahan, and we have found that during the last few years of Shah Jahan's reign, a war of succession broke out among his four sons, namely Darashiko, Shuja, Murad, and Aurangzeb. At last, Aurangzeb was victorious and became the next Mughal ruler and adopted the title of Alamgir. During the reign of Aurangzeb, the Mughal territories extended the highest point. It was stretched from in the north Kashmir up to south Karnataka, in the east from Bangladesh Chittagong region up to Hindu Kush region in the west. During the rule of Shah Jahan only, Aurangzeb captured certain areas of South India, Bijapur, Golconda, and after becoming the ruler, he campaigned in the Bengal region and captured Chittagong, and he also captured the northeastern frontier of India, Kamrup or Assam, and it was a huge territory. That's why he needed more taxes to maintain a huge army, and in this process many groups or tribesmen started to revolt against Aurangzeb because Aurangzeb increased the agricultural tax as well as he imposed, or we can say reimposed, certain religious taxes which were abolished by Akbar. And that's why a certain group of people, they started revolting against Aurangzeb. Among these, the first was by the Afghan tribesmen from the Hindu Kush region, but this revolt of Afghan tribesmen were suppressed brutally. Then the Jat community who lived in the western part of Ganga Yamuna river valley, namely we can say in the Haryana Punjab region and certain parts of Rajputana also, this Jat community revolted against Aurangzeb's policies and against Aurangzeb. They didn't want to accept Aurangzeb's policies, but Aurangzeb suppressed this revolt also brutally. Next, it was the Satnamis. The Satnamis were the Hindu peasants who lived in the North Indian certain regions, and these group of Satnamis were the followers of Hinduism and they were peasants, and they didn't want to accept the religious policies of Aurangzeb as well as the increased tax rate, and that's why they revolted against Aurangzeb, but Aurangzeb successfully suppressed their revolt. After that, the Bundelas, a group of people who lived in Bundelkhand region, namely the region is situated in between adjacent area of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Those Bundelas were also suppressed, but Aurangzeb faced proper challenge which against the few group of people like the Sikh community and the Rajput community. The ninth Sikh Guru Tegh Bahadur, whose picture you can see on the screen right now, the ninth Sikh Guru Tegh Bahadur revolted against Aurangzeb, mainly his policy of reimposing the religious taxes on Hindus and the non-Muslims, and that's why Tegh Bahadur was brought in the Mughal court and asked to embrace Islam or face death. Tegh Bahadur rejected to embrace Islam, and that's why he was killed. And the son of Tegh Bahadur, the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, that's why to protect the Sikh community, turned the community into a military community which was called as Khalsa Bahini. Under the leadership of Banda Bahadur, Khalsa Bahini rose against the Mughals, and these hostile relationship between the Mughals and the Sikhs continued after Aurangzeb also. In Rajputana region, there was different kind of confusion. After the death of the Rajput king Jaswant Singh, Mughals didn't support his son to become the next ruler. His Jaswant Singh's son was Ajit Singh. Mughals didn't support Ajit Singh. Instead of Ajit Singh, they supported the nephew of Jaswant Singh, and that's why many Rajput rulers, they didn't like this interference about this internal matter of the Rajputs, and that's why rulers like Durga Das and ruler of Mewar Raj Singh revolted against Mughals. In this process, the eldest son Muhammad Akbar also joined with the Rajputs, but Rajputs were defeated by Aurangzeb, and Ajit Singh and Muhammad Akbar, they had to go to Deccan to protect themselves from Aurangzeb. But the situation was, in this process, Mughals lost their most powerful allies. The relationship between the Mughals and the Rajputs became smooth and friendly during the Akbar's reign. It continued up to Shah Jahan, but during the reign of Aurangzeb, Mughals lost their biggest allies. Now, Mughals faced the toughest challenge, especially during the reign of Aurangzeb. Mughal faced the toughest challenge against Shivaji Maharaj, who rose into the power during the rule of Aurangzeb and captured a certain areas of South India and southwestern part of India, and especially in the Maharashtra region. The Marathas became powerful under the leadership of Shivaji, and Aurangzeb remained busy or focused in Maharashtra due to the rising power of Shivaji, and that's why in that situation in the other parts of India many group of people started to revolt against Aurangzeb.